wanted to make this video just for anyone interested in purchasing this TV or a TV from this range. I'm going to go through a few pros and cons. So I'll put some specs up on the screen. This TV has Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos, 120Hz variable refresh rate for your consoles, and it also FreeSync Premium. So I'll start with the pros. What I found is you can get some fantastic picture quality out of this set on certain settings, and I'll get into that later. But sitting watching even old movies, new movies, all my movie collection on this ultra high definition, slightly less definition movies, it's like watching them again brand new. It's a really cracking picture. You get depth in the movies that I've never seen before. So I don't know whether that's the mini LED technology or not, but I'm really appreciating the old movies all over again. The quality, like I say, on a certain setting is really up to standard, and I'm really pleased with it, with caveats. Another pro to this TV is the Ambilight. It's so natural and engaging. It's not a gimmick. Anybody without an Ambilight TV might just think it's flashing colours and just too showy. It is so natural and relaxing, and you don't even notice that it's running. It's just that faint bit of extra colour in the background. Just absolutely very engaging. I've had Ambilight TV before. In fact, one of the first YouTube videos I ever made was an Ambilight and Hue TV. And then since I got rid of that TV, I've had other TVs without the Ambilight feature, and I've missed it, to be honest. So that's why I've got this set, because I picked it up in the Black Friday sale. I picked up this set, so for that Ambilight experience, it's not a gimmick. It's really good. Adds to the viewing experience, I think, anyway. So that's it for the pros. I mean, it's a good TV, it's a good picture, the Ambilight's excellent. I'll get into the cons now, which are a little bit more exhaustive, to be honest. I'll start with the power cycling of this TV. It's weird and strange. Sometimes I'll turn the TV off, I'll come back into the room some hours later, and the backlights are on, and the TV's switched on in some fashion. Now, I don't know what's caused this to turn on, what interference or what's nudged the TV on. Anyway, then I don't know how long it's been running as well, so it's using power. I'm not even in the room, so I'm not happy with that. I have got round it. I have attached a plug to it myself, like a power plug, and it'll turn the TV completely off. What that means then is every time you turn the TV on, it's having to boot like the smart TV feature, so it's a longer start for your TV. The other problem with the power cycling, sometimes the screen doesn't come on. So I'll turn the TV on And then I'll see all the Ambilights flashing, and I can hear the Xbox or the menus moving around, but the actual panel is not lit up, and I have to cycle the TV again. I'm hoping Philips fix it with a firmware fix. It seems to be, if one of the HDMI sources is on, it doesn't always start the panel up. It's a major problem, and I'm sure others have experienced it. I've seen it on the forums and stuff. I'll get into another major flaw in this. Well, I'll demonstrate the major flaw in this, and that is the TV's UI. This is absolutely terrible. So it's new for 2023. The set's 2023. To me, it's like a cheap kid's tablet from years ago. So if you look there, there's a whole row of Netflix. Well, I'm not subscribed to Netflix. I can't remove that row. BBC iPlayer, don't watch it a lot. So these, I don't really want them on the main screen of my TV. That's what you get. The App Store, I'll show you that. Awful. This is it's just a page with thumbnails, and although it's got a few of the big hitters in there, the Netflix and the YouTube, there's certainly a lot of chaff in there. There's certainly a lot of apps that I'm not interested in. And major omission, there is no Disney Plus on there naturally. Not a massive problem for me. This is another, well, it's a major flaw of the set. Not a massive problem for me because I use a set-top box. I use an NVIDIA Shield. Now that I can set it up how I want it, and I can have my shows on there. As you can see, I don't have Netflix on there because I'm not subscribed to Netflix. Disney Plus included. So that's just a minor irritation. The UI is perhaps the worst I've ever seen on any TV. So I started by saying in the pros that the picture's really good, and it is really good, but only on a certain setting. The picture settings are actually, they're all over the place. So I'll leave my NVIDIA Shield UI on because I can't even look at the one baked into the TV. And if we go picture style, so natural, we've got personal, vivid, natural, eco, movie. Look how bright from eco to movie, the brightness steps up so much. Game, and then monitor. So I haven't used monitor. I let it default to game when I'm using the consoles. But the movie mode is too bright. Now you can go in the settings and tweak them all down, but you'd expect the movie to be set at the best kind of picture for movies. The best setting on this TV by far, and what I watch it all on, I watch HD content, I watch HDR content, and I leave it on the eco setting. You can, like I say, like with all TVs, you can adjust some of the settings to your preferences, but I like the defaults for to look pretty good, and the defaults in this TV they're just miles out, they're just miles away. So I'm putting that down as another con. I sit and I watch it on eco, and hopefully I'm getting economy out of it as well. Another, what you'd call a flaw, a con, it comes with 4 HDMI ports, 4 4K HDMI ports, so that's good. I have a soundbar, so HDMI 2 is the eARC connection. Now, HDMI 1 is 120Hz, HDMI 2 is 120Hz, and the other 2, 3 and 4, are just 60Hz. So I'm fortunate enough to have an Xbox Series S and a PlayStation 5. They're both consoles that can use the 120Hz. But if I want to use a soundbar and the consoles, HDMI 2 is used up for eARC, and that's one of the good connections. So I have to run one of my consoles in 60Hz only mode. It still looks pretty good, but it's a major niggle, to be honest. I'd like the two best ports. I'm tying it up, just sending sound with one of the best ports on the TV. I'm just sending audio out through it. That is a major flaw. The two 120Hz HDMIs should be free to put in the best sources that they can. Like I say, the game consoles. I have had another problem with the Xbox HDR settings. Now I can't get it to do it today, but sometimes when I've power cycled the TV a few times, I've used the different sources, then the HDR mode on the Xbox, the screen just goes all pink. So you get none of the, it's unplayable, it's just a solid pink colour. I have seen it in the forums as an issue, and the fix for it is to turn off HDR, which kind of like degrades the overall experience. So that is a real problem that I'm hoping they fix with a software update. Despite some of its flaws, what I've discussed there, I'm gonna keep the TV. Like I say, the picture can look absolutely excellent at times. I am hoping Philips can fix it. Since I've had the set in about a month, I have had 2 firmware updates. So some of these things, I don't think the UI can be fixed with a firmware update. I think you're stuck with it, to be honest. And if that's something you're interested in, just perhaps won't bother with this Philips in this state. The Android TV of the old Philips TV was a far better experience in my opinion. But the little glitches with the HDMI, maybe they can be ironed out with the firmware updates. UI terrible, like I said. Power cycling, that could be fixed with a software update. The HDMI issue, if you've got 2 sources and you want to use 2 sources for 120Hz, this is not a TV for you. The Xbox, like I say, I can't show it you going pink, but you have to turn HDR off quite often. That's a deal breaker. But I'm going to keep this set. I think the picture is outstanding. The Ambilight has improved since my first Ambilight TV, so really enjoying it. And I will update the comments if a firmware comes out that fixes any of the cons. I'll get it updated so everyone can see. So thanks for watching and good luck with your new TV.